So you're thinking of getting into digital marketing in 2024. Maybe you're looking to get into a new career, a career transition. Maybe you've just graduated and now you need to start paying bills. Or maybe you just want to learn a new skill in general or get into a new field. Maybe you're someone like me who was in customer service and because of the pandemic needed to find a new career path in order to help with your finances. And I might be able to help you because I've been in digital marketing for 7 years, so I have a perspective or two in the matter. So the first thing really is understanding why you want to get into digital marketing. Why do you want to be a digital marketer? And there's a few things to unpack there. The first step is defining what that is. Why do I want to be a digital marketer? Is it because I want to upskill in digital marketing? Do I want to learn a new skill? Do I want to earn more because my current job or circumstance isn't quite helping me in the finance department? Do I want to learn digital marketing for my own business or for my own projects one day? Is it a complementary skill or skill sets that will help me in other areas of my life? And the reason why I say it's very important to start with understanding why you want to do something or why you want to be a digital marketer is when you have a strong why, you can bear almost anyhow. And what I mean by that is as you venture into your want of becoming a digital marketer, you will face hurdles. But if you know your why, you have a defense mechanism against quitting or diverting from that journey. And in theory, you'll do it. So your why creates clarity, right? And once you have clarity, you're now able to focus on what needs to be done. And when you're focused, you then apply that focus into action points. You stop procrastinating, get things done, and you manifest the desired result, which is you becoming a digital marketer. Another side to it is, if you look at the slide right now, it's once you've defined your why, you need to redefine that. Right? You want to become a digital marketer. You have a premise of why you want to do it. Now you want to challenge that why. You start to unpack that a bit more. So if it's something like, I want to earn more. As you go through that journey, you might get to that point, but then there might be a friction of actually, I don't really enjoy this part of digital marketing, or I don't like the corporate environment, or I feel like digital marketing, there's too much to learn, right? So you're going to have these opposing forces into your journey. So it's very important to, get a bit more deeper into the root of your why and really to the root of your want. What makes you want to become a digital marketer? So that's the process of defining and redefining. So the redefining, you're essentially chiseling out or trimming out the fat. You're just getting slightly more clearer and you're starting to remove yourself from the frame, and so you can see the actual photo that you want to manifest or the goal that you're trying to achieve. So briefly, I've done a video on this already, but in terms of my story, really I got into digital marketing by chance. In fact, I didn't really have the idea of getting into digital marketing when I was initially learning it. I had to do it for my business. But in 2020, the pandemic happened. And so I now needed to essentially formally decide a career path. And I had 4 options at the time. It's either becoming a digital marketer, getting into IT, sales, or becoming a software engineer. The only reason I decided on digital marketing is I knew that we were heading into a more digitalized world. So digital marketing sounded like the relevant role because of the word digital, hence me choosing it. Now, digital marketing is a very broad term. In fact, digital marketing in its entirety has multiple job roles in it. So I think the process there really is you need to know what those different roles and responsibilities are, right? So you've got a generalist digital marketer. You can become an SEO specialist, performance marketing, or paid advertising, whether that's within Facebook or Google Ads. Maybe you want to get into product marketing. Maybe you enjoy creating content. You want to be a content marketer or a social media manager. So first step is understanding all those different possible job titles you can get within digital marketing. I'll link some resources below if you want to know an extensive list of what those roles are. And then naturally, there are going to be areas that you like about those different job titles, and there's going to be areas that you're not interested in. So a practical next step to that is choose 2 or 3 job roles, or 2 or 3 different skills that you enjoy doing or that really piques your interest compared to the other. I wouldn't necessarily get too bogged down or slowed down by the process of deciding on which job titles you want to get into or which skills you want to learn, as long as you have an idea. Now let's get a bit more practicality of ways of becoming a digital marketer, and there's a lot of ways here, and I'll talk about my experience as well. So I've actually already done a video on this. I will link it in the description section below. But I got into digital marketing really by randomness, if that's the relevant term to use. Long story short, I started a business back in 2017. It was a music production / artist development company called Soundprice. Really, I was forced to learn digital marketing. I was learning how to build websites, how to do content marketing, creating lead magnets and funnels, creating a community, focusing on email marketing, advertising. But I wasn't learning because I wanted to create a career path or a career with it. I was learning it because I needed to make the business viable. I needed to get clients. I needed to make revenue. There's a lot to unpack there as well, but we'll keep the video succinct or as concise as possible. And back then, I didn't even know that was a thing called digital marketing. I was just learning skills in order to make my business viable. So that's one path. You can learn digital marketing because you want to start your own business. And in that sense, you're actually going to learn a lot more rapidly because now you're learning it for you and your eventual personal journey. So it was a very practical way of learning. The second way of you learning digital marketing is working on it as a project, so learning as you go, and that project could be, let's say you've got a different job right now, you could maybe learn how to create content, right? Maybe you have a specific passion. Let's say you like gaming, so you could start to maybe create a blog that talks about some of the games you like or some of the games that are coming out, and almost use your passion into a project that helps you learn digital marketing. Whether that's content marketing, SEO, advertising. We're very flexible in approach here, but essentially what I'm getting to is figuring out something that you're passionate about beyond your current situation right now, combining your passion and digital marketing in order to learn digital marketing. So project-based learning. Another way you can do it is to obviously learn it more formally. I wouldn't recommend learning digital marketing from a university. Not that I have experience with that, but I only say that because one, university, the way universities works in terms of formulating their curriculum is very outdated, and some of the things you learn now could have been from 15-20 years ago. And that's my case when I was studying at CIM, or the Chartered Institute of Marketing. It was very basic. It was a level 3 digital marketing certificate, but it was very much an overpriced way of learning. But to be fair, I only got the certificate to make my profile look a bit more attractive. So that's the same thing with when you're in university. You're going to be stuck there for 3 or 4 years. You're going to be in debt unless you're rich and you can pay for it in cash. And speed of learning, it's going to be really slowed down. And in fact, the secret to learning right now and to rapid upskilling is that sense of speed, right? And the approach of uni is not that. University is very slow. Maybe I'm being biased too. Like I said, I didn't study digital marketing through uni, so I'm looking at it from my experience. But more practical platforms I would recommend for you to learn digital marketing. DXL Institute, they have a really great mini degree called the Growth Marketing Mini Degree. I don't think it's called a mini degree anymore, but they have loads of different courses on there, and it's a great way to see a broader sense of some of the things you can learn within digital marketing. Growth Tribe is another platform I'd recommend. Obviously, YouTube. There's other online learning platforms like Udemy or Coursera, and you really have an option of ways to learn through the internet. And if maybe I'm being a bit biased, this YouTube channel, Futurist Marketers, if you go to our website, there's a lot of things you can learn about marketing, albeit we're very early stage. Bear with us from that point of view. I personally mentor marketers as well within my job. So if you do want to work together, maybe you have a few questions and you want someone experienced to help validate some of the insights or answer some of your questions, feel free to leave a comment below or connect with me on LinkedIn. Again, that will be in the description. I highly encourage you to do that. Another form of learning is through digital marketing boot camps. So platforms like BrainStation, Digital Marketing Institute. The only thing I would say in terms of boot camps is they're fairly expensive, but I think what you're really paying for is, one, the community that you're going to be in, the environment, and second is the fact that your way of learning is pretty much systemized in a sense that it's going to be organized. But I've never personally done one. Again, my transition into digital marketing is very non-linear. But those are some ways you can learn. All right, number 4 is you could get into internships, or you could apply for jobs who are looking for more junior marketers. I've seen agencies or companies that even look for people without experience, and they'll essentially train you and upskill you. Very rare, but the opportunity is there. So if you have a bit of grit and perseverance and you check your LinkedIn or job posting websites every day, I can guarantee there's a placement you can secure. Finally, if you're a hustler or you have a bit more grit, you can learn the basics of digital marketing by pitching it to your network or your peers, whether that's your family, your friends, or even local shops around your city or your town, right? You could approach them and say, hey, listen, I build websites, or I'm looking to get into building websites, or I'm looking to get into becoming a content marketer, creating content, managing your social media for you. Here's the pitch. I'll work with you for a month for free. Here's the potential results we can get. If you're happy, let's do the project. You have nothing to lose. Within a month, if you're happy, then I can start charging. There's a lot of things to unpack there, but essentially you're getting paid to learn, which is the first thing. Second is you're providing massive value by offering it for free, and you're learning it in a dynamic context. So you're learning it from your own proactivity rather than a business telling you how to do marketing. Now you're forced to become more strategic and think of how can I apply this skill onto this business from my point of view. Those are 4 ways you can learn digital marketing. I will reiterate them again. So you can build your own business. You can study it formally through online courses, through various platforms, or even boot camps. Third is you can look for internships or jobs that are willing to train junior marketers or someone who doesn't have marketing skills. And you can go on LinkedIn or job posting websites for that. And then finally, you can hustle your way through it. So like I said, approach your family or friends or local shops around your town and provide digital marketing services for free at the beginning. So I'm going to close this video within the notion of maybe you'll have the question of whether you should become a generalist digital marketer or a specialist digital marketer. When I say specialist digital marketer, a digital marketer who specializes in 1 or 2 different channels. But the honest and simple answer is do both. Right? If you think of the hermetic principle of as above, so below, as below, so above, sometimes we get too bogged down with the fact that we have 2 different options and we never quite move forward because of the fact that we're overthinking. But in reality, both options are the same thing. Me personally, I'm a generalist digital marketer who also specializes in performance marketing or paid advertising. So don't get too bogged down by which option you should choose. Just choose one and start. When you're starting a new journey, never overthink. You can overthink as you venture into the journey once you've made that first step. But before you start that first step, there's no value in overthinking because you don't know the path that lies ahead anyway. Let me know if I missed any other ways of learning digital marketing. But thanks for watching the video. I hope you found some value. If you have, please do subscribe. Until next time.